Oh no! It's morning!
And that means it's time for the ROTN Mournings.
Best way to start your morning off.
Yep. Hello?
What?
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 Oh, hello.
Oh, I guess. Hey, guys. What?
I'm eating a sandwich.
What?
Hello.
Oh.
I made a sandwich.
Oh, that's fun.
Hey, guys, and welcome to another episode of. Wait a minute. We don't have a podcast this week.
Yeah, we're not going to do a podcast this week.
Yeah.
Not at all.
We
don't
should
do that.
should probably just let everybody know. Thank you guys for tuning in, but we actually don't have an episode for you this week.
That's right. There's no episode this week. We graciously apologize for the misunderstanding.
I guess though, they need to know who it is that's telling them that we don't have an episode, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Well, I'm Scott.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brady. There went Urza. I'm Grim.
No, I'm Dan. I'm walking around.
Too soon, man.
Okay.
I miss my Dan. Cool, guys. Well, even though we're not doing an episode this week, I think that it's a shame because there would have been a lot of news, right?
Oh, there would have been a lot of news. We've got 2 weekends full of news.
What would you guys, if we, and like this is hypothetical, so let's don't get crazy, but like, if we were going to do the news, what would we have told people?
Well, I mean, really and truly, we'd probably have to start with last weekend.
I thought we talked about last weekend.
Did we? I think we did talk about last weekend on the actual podcast that we did. So, God, where do we start with news? Anybody just start?
I'm thinking we start with Thursday, where we did an actor class out at City of Chaos.
Yeah, we probably talk about that. We went to City of Chaos, and we met some pretty cool people at Hell Night, and they happened to join us at City of Chaos.
Yeah.
Raymond and Kendra, and they came out there and walked through with us and kind of helped with active programming and stuff, and it was super fun, super successful. Like,
it went super well, and I think everybody walked away knowing at least one thing.
Agreed.
We were a good tool.
We are good tools.
Yeah.
Guys are tools.
We are definitely tools. We are rotten tools. And I guess after that, we would probably talk about going out to the chicken house on Friday night with all the Hellbillies.
And what a great turnout that was. And we had all the Hellbillies were out there. It was just.
And Raymond and Kendra came out again.
Yep. And we saw Raymond and Kendra again out there. And dude, the walkthrough was great. Everybody was jazzed up. I mean, it was a pretty damn good night. There's always hiccups
for an opening night.
So
they did well.
But they nailed it away, and really just like seeing all those people out there, so many people talking about, knowing ROTN. It never ceases to amaze me, the people at haunts that just really like, oh, we know who you are, and we watch this thing and we follow this thing, and it's phenomenal.
It was great.
Yeah, we finally, I guess, we all made it to a haunt together.
Well,
created some new shirts.
We didn't make it to a haunt together. I don't know.
Well, we did hear that there was a roaming Scott at the Haunted Chicken House on Friday night. Unfortunately, we missed him.
Which is, I think, probably my preferred way of us going to events together. Yeah, I tried to make that haunt, and I did go to that haunt. I just didn't see you guys, but that's okay. We're gonna have opportunities next year.
We are fairly certain that you must have made it there right when we got on the hayride. And it just so happens that the hayride we were on got stuck. You know, sometimes those things happen.
But we had fun on the stuck ride.
We did.
Because we were just hyping the crowd up and telling them that, oh, this always happens. It's all part of the show. This is the anticipation part.
Matt kept starting chants like, I do believe in fairies. I do believe in fairies. And then there was, I think I can. I think I can. Mm-hmm. We had the whole trailer involved.
You guys had told me that you had a prolonged hayride, which, you know, I always count as an enhanced customer experience. So props to them for that. But I envisioned the tractor pulling up to Michael Myers, who then stopped the tractor and proceeded to slaughter everyone on there in dramatic ways.
After me first, he tried to slit my throat on the tractor.
Nice. Did he succeed?
Yeah, he did twice. And Shriek had a balloon full of glitter that she popped in between me and a friend of mine that came out. Her name is Brittany, and it got all in her eyes and mouth, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, Brittany came out, and it was super cool, like getting to hang with people that we know out there too. Dude, and we got so many videos, so many pictures. Like I've got thousands of pictures from that night. And just, you know, to us, the most important thing is when we visit a haunt, or when anybody visits a haunt, dude, if you enjoy it, photo it up, share tons of posts about it, let everybody know. If you're ever a guest at a haunt, you know, the next day, like, we are responsible for making sure that haunt and everybody else gets to see the amazing time we had. So if you happen to, especially if you're a guest of that haunt, share their stuff out, man. Get those eyeballs on those people, because that's how you make the haunt world better.
Tag the haunt in your posts. Tag any characters you got photos with. You know, just put it all out there as much as you can, and let everybody know what a great time you had.
You guys are making excellent points. I wish that we had put this in an actual episode of the podcast, but it is a great point, guys. If you go out there and you as soon as you see people, just expose yourself as much as you can.
Well, don't expose yourself though.
Is that you guys were saying maximum exposure? That's what we're trying to.
Yeah, don't expose yourself.
Exposure of the haunt.
Expose the haunt. And not like how Geraldo Rivera exposes things. More like give them coverage.
Give them.
Yeah,
just give them the props. Good time that you had.
I'm having a hard time here. Very hard.
Talking about exposures.
Is it supposed to be? I'm supposed to be giving them exposure or giving them coverage?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah, that just sounds like splash zone seating. Hey, look, guys.
To us, you know, we're guests at the Haunted Chicken House when we come out there, and we just want to make sure that they get seen by everybody, and we don't want to make it, you know, just about us with pictures of us and pictures of stuff that we did. We want to be about the haunt actors and the haunt owners. And, you know, we just want as much exposure for them as possible, especially considering that we were invited out there. So like, we have to do that when we're invited out to a place. It's what you do.
Agreed.
To that point, I got to catch handfuls of parts of lives as I've had a rather hectic week. But I think the other night, Matt, you had a group of people in line, and you were crowd and getting them excited, and you know, for us watching the live, super enjoyed not having your face on there. One of my favorite.
So, and then I guess we would probably talk about what Grim was saying, that Mr. Marlin has made some badass new t-shirt designs. A really, really amazing one that's support your local haunt.
Yes.
And I know it's selling pretty well. I know personally like 6 or 7 people that have got it. Again, like from all of us at Rotten, we cannot continue to thank Mr. Marlin for all the amazing things he does. But the last T-shirt he made, which I love the shit out of, is a Grimm's toe bean shirt, and I think it makes me so happy to see it. They look like the little worms from Worms Armageddon.
Yes.
Hey, Grim,
Yes.
did you have those? Did you happen to have those T-shirts pulled up?
Nope.
Oh, you had mentioned them. There was several on there. There was another one of you on there that was really nice too.
Mr. Marlin does amazing work. I love it.
Cool.
The one where she's got the robot outfit on, and it says Grim.
Yeah.
I love the robot makeup. I will be doing that again.
Now he did one recently with Matt's robot makeup
They did.
too.
They
And
did.
he's got a really good one that just says big, bold, white letters, not a cult, with rotten written at the bottom.
I enjoy seeing his designs, and there's a guy that follows you guys, the John Geis, who makes a lot of really neat stuff out of a lot. Yeah, that's super cool.
Also, Ritalin has sent me a bunch of his music, and he recently released a new track, which is really, really fun. Like, dude, I love the shit out of Ritalin. Ritalin's a badass. Just having all these different people that we meet and talk to. We would probably talk about the fact that on Saturday night,
Yeah, we haven't really talked about Saturday night
we
at all.
again went back out to the chicken house, did a couple of lives. Those are the ones you were talking about there.
Now that was just Matt and I, because Dan, of course, was working at City of Chaos, and Grim was working at Hellbilly Hollow.
My name's Tom and Dan.
Tom and Dan.
Tom and Dan.
Tom and Dan was at City of Chaos. But of course, they also had great nights at their haunts, and Matt and I have returned to the chicken house and met some more wonderful people. Got to work with Azazel and Booker.
It was awesome getting to hang out with them there. Azazel was so fucking nice, and Uncle Booger was so nice. Like, getting to meet these people and really like getting to know them, it's awesome.
And we also had a surprise visit from someone who listens to this podcast.
Yeah, actually, really interesting story. As we were standing outside of the haunt, and this Uncle Booger comes up, and he's like, no, they're right over there. And apparently the girl was like, are the Rotten crew still here? Are the Rotten crew still here? And we go over, and she's like, oh my God, I love you guys. I used to work at the Territorium. And we're like, oh, that's awesome. She's like, I listen to your podcast every single time it comes out. We were like, we are so sorry.
Oh my
We
God.
did say that. But I want to
What's her name?
Well, yeah, that's one of the things we want to do is make sure that everybody knows that we adore Megan Moore.
Yes,
she
Megan
is
Moore.
such a sweetheart, and thank you so much for listening to our podcast
and coming out
and coming out and seeing us.
Chicken House.
Are you guys talking about Megan Moore?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's awesome. She's like a podcast listener.
What?
She is a podcast listener.
Yep.
We love her.
We love her. We got to meet some other fans, people that we've never seen before that were out there, and just out of nowhere, they're like, oh, we watch you on your YouTube and we follow all your stuff. And it's just so cool to get to see all these amazing people.
Yes, it is. We love when you come to see us at haunts. So by all means, do that.
Very cool. That's so that's Friday and Saturday. Sunday is today. Yeah. Well, now that we're awake and recording the podcast, I hope I get it out before sun up.
Yeah.
I mean, not that this is an episode.
Also, another thing that we've done both on Friday and Saturday is we, on the way to the Haunted Chicken House, we took a detour over to City of Chaos just to kind of go over there and tell them, good luck on your haunt, have a great night. And dude, again, when it comes to us, all we care about is making sure that these haunts are going super well.
Yes.
At Rotten, like, look, we'll have people that find us. We'll get an audience. Like, our biggest concern, no matter what, even if I've got one person that pays attention to us, I will be satisfied if every time we go out to a haunt, it runs without problem, and we can always be there. Dude, we're like gophers for haunts. We tell them anything you need, just point and click. And
That's
I'm
what we're
running
here for.
around that haunt, and Brandy's taking waters, and we're trying to pump everybody up. And like, to me, that's what you do to support the haunt community. You should be there as a tool to be used and
To help them be the best they can be.
Yeah, I love that. I think that I think for the customer experience that they getting to see that running smoothly is important, but being part of the haunt community is something a little bit more than
yes,
just the customer experience. For people who are just going out to experience haunts, you guys are just as important to every other part of it, for sure.
agreed. And we always have such a damn blast, dude.
Yes.
Like, I wouldn't wish for anything else to do in my life other than hang out with those amazing people. Another fun thing is, like, the first time in a while at the Haunted Chicken House that I got pulled off the back of the fucking trailer and thrown to the ground, and everybody was freaking the fuck out. And I didn't even have it planned. It's just that
it just happens.
Dwayne saw me, and it was on
Jason.
from then on.
Hell yeah. Did I see him in a Crazy Bus?
Yes, there's the scene that used to be the Children of the Corn is now a crashed crazy train.
Oh wow.
And yeah, like,
I bet
we
they were
were
really sad
expecting
to
it.
crash one of those.
Yeah, it only happens literally every year, and sometimes twice to 3 times a year.
Come on out, kids.
Yeah, and also, you guys, if you get a chance, ride the crazy train, and tell us how it was, because we don't ride the crazy train anymore.
We're old.
We're old, and it is fucking terrifying.
If I was to ride the crazy train today, I would have to take bone softener.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was continuously threatened to be thrown on the crazy train by Jared. And I was like, you can go straight to hell with that garbage. And then Scott's driving around in his little van, and he almost like drives off into a ditch, and
right
he jumps it like the fucking Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
And he's like, that right there is why Matt won't ride with me.
Yep.
True. What do we got coming up this weekend?
Oh goodness, we've got a fully packed weekend for sure. So Friday night we will definitely be out of City of Chaos. I'm not sure if we have anything planned for Thursday, so I just went straight to Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday, which will be October 1st, we will be out at Conjure Fest during the day with Mambo Baptiste and a whole bunch of other wonderful people. And then Saturday night, I believe we're headed to Insanitarium for part of their opening weekend, because they open on Friday. And then Sunday, we have Actor Appreciation Night at Nightmare at 3008.
And so we're, of course, going to get our asses kicked after a long weekend, because that's how Nightmare rolls.
Yes. And for other haunt actors that are not haunting on Sunday night, they can come out there representing their haunt to get, I believe, a discount on their price to get in.
If you wear a t-shirt from your haunt, they will give you a discount on your price.
Hell yeah. Well, it sounds like we've got a very exciting weekend coming up.
Well, we say that, but there's a huge, huge thing that we're missing that we've kind of promised our audience, and, some stuff happened, and, because stuff does happen. But if I'm not mistaken, on Saturday night, we start our October video season.
Yeah.
We'll be releasing tons of stuff every day.
That's also when we will start the daily podcast.
That's right. When we're actually doing a real podcast and not this thing, which is just a
rundown of what we would have talked about.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear anything that y'all just said. So yeah, it sounds like a great weekend. Yeah, you guys are absolutely right. October season starts in October. Damn
That's
it.
right, it does.
But Rottentober season start also in October. It's not different. October 1st is episode 1 of the new season of the podcast, and we're going to be promoting that heavy.
Episode 1 of our
Rotten
new series,
Strip.
Strips You, and we have a ton of stuff to show you guys this year.
Yes.
Stuff that we don't even know.
We don't even have it done.
It's going to be amazing and chaos just the way we like it.
We have a ton of stuff we don't have.
Yes, we do.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll finish up. Okay.
I just want to say one more thing. I'll say one more thing.
Yes.
Megan Moore.
Megan Moore.
Her name is Megan Moore. Her name is Megan Moore. Her name is Megan Moore. Her name is Megan Moore.
Yep.
Dan, that was the cutoff. Come on, I even did the hand signal.
Oh, that's a. Oh, okay.
Coming this October. As night falls on a quarantined prison somewhere in Vincent, Alabama, vampires have taken over at Hellbilly Hollow, and things will never be the same.
Come visit Hellbilly Hollow in Vincent, Alabama. You'll have the best night of your life.
Yes, we'd love to have you in our neck of the woods.
The wait is driving us batty.
This year, we've raised the stakes. Join us.
Join us. One of Alabama's top-rated haunts. This is the one for you.
Hellbilly Hollow Haunted House Attraction in Vincent, Alabama. Open at 7 p.m. every Friday and Saturday in October.
Tickets available at the door.
Exclusive merchandise. Tasty concessions. Live entertainment.
Well-lit bathrooms.
For more information, check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and at hellbillyhollow.com. And we will see you there.
Join us. Don't go that way, man. You know who's back there? It's that serial killer from that movie.
What? Why are they here? I thought they were supposed to be chasing the kids at summer camp or invading the nightmares of the kids on that one street.
Well, they're all here. Brought in to fight off the mutant chickens, and now it's a horror free-for-all.
Oh. Where do I buy tickets?
The Haunted Chicken House in Heflin is the largest tourist attraction in East Alabama.
Open every weekend in October. Tickets are $15 per attraction. 2 for $25 and 3 for $40.
Ride the hayride of horrors.
Visit the Haunted Chicken House.
Defy death in the infamous Crazy Train.
For more information, check us out on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and thehauntedchickenhouse.com. And we'll see you there.
Welcome back.
Well, guys, we have actually taken a break in not an episode.
Yes, we did.
It's bold.
We're all about them breaks.
We're all about them breaks. Oh, man. We're about to have daily episodes. I'm going to definitely need a break after those. I feel like I need a break now.
Okay.
I need a break down and start crying. So we wanted to come back and we want to talk a little bit more about these haunts, right?
Yeah, I figured we'd do a little bit of talking to old Danny Boy over here because it's technically his first year really being that deeply involved with a haunt. It is.
Now,
it is.
Dan, you've never ever heard of haunts before this week, right?
Never.
So this is
my first time even knowing they existed. I had no idea.
Yeah. I had read earlier that you had never experienced scare or fear before.
This is also true.
So what's going on, man? What are you thinking? Are you enjoying it?
I am having a blast. My throat is shot. I got a headache. My knees hurt. I'm tired as shit.
Hold up. I'm making notes here. Your throat is sore and your knees are shot. You're not paying them to haunt there, right?
I got to get to the top one way or another. You know what I mean?
That's not by being on the bottom.
But no, I'm feeling those ways because I had a great time. Scaring the shit out of people. I mean, creeping them out at least. City of Chaos is a great establishment. They're running on their second year of being open, and I'm glad to be a part of what they're doing.
I love that. Are you getting to play a character that was written for you and designed for you that was already written, or are you kind of being able to be a little bit more creative with your character?
Oh, I'm definitely more creative with my characters. I guess you could say they call me the Butcher, which the room is already set up for a butcher, and but I'm wearing a mask that I made, a full costume that I made, and it's always in development and ever evolving into whatever the hell it's going to be someday. But I guess 50-50, because it's basically a Leatherface styled character, cannibal butcher type dude.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, have you worked haunts before, or this is your first real run at this, right?
This has definitely been my first real run that I worked a full season at an establishment. Anytime before, it was just like playing around the Midway, or when I was younger, I didn't know what I was doing.
Sure. Would you say that working the Midway or being a guest haunter for an evening versus being a seasonal, part of the season, part of the actual full crew, is there a big difference?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not supposed to leave your room. Got to stay in character as best as you can. And I don't have a bathroom in there, so
wow,
I don't have the freedom to move around and everything. But that's the dedication you got to put in to be able to do group after group after group.
When you say that you had to stay in your room, you didn't have a bathroom, you don't have much freedom, that's all of my teenage years.
Well, we got you out of that prison in Dubai really quick.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not complaining. I mean, they keep you well hydrated, and I just have to pee in the bucket in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It helps add to the smell. It's pretty good. I'm there for this haunt.
You're providing pee. You can't spell City of Chaos without pee.
It helps the musty. Yeah, it helps the musty smell in my room.
You can't spell provide without P.
Oh, that actually made sense.
Yeah.
Something we try not to do here at ROTN.
Somehow, ROTN Reviews just tagged me in a video.
That's fun.
It's weird. Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I'm really happy. Have you had any crazy stories yet?
Not really. I mean, I haven't made anyone poop themselves yet or anything like that. But I've creeped out a few people. Definitely, they try their best to get out of my room as fast as possible. But I'm not like jump scaring or anything like that, so I don't get that reaction a whole lot. I have started leaving the room a little bit and like going into the next room, like after they've already kind of came out, and wait for them to just still be there. And I'll try to pop out at them there too. But I'm having a freaking blast. It's a lot of fun. Is Scotty gonna come check us out there at City of Chaos?
I don't know who the fuck that is. Are you asking about me, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sir Scotty.
I hope to. Matt, you and Brandy are going out there soon, right?
Yes, we are going to be out there on Friday.
Yes.
Oh man, that's
Much looking forward to it.
That's
so
super awesome. But I want to see Scott out there too.
so Matt and Brandy, you guys know so many people in the haunt industry now. Is it like, is it a different experience when you go through a haunt where you know one or two or half the actors in there versus going to a haunt where you don't know anybody?
Honestly, it is, because I tell all the haunt actors that if they see me in a group on a hayride or anything, we are open game. You can do whatever the hell you want to, and
we will play along.
We will play along.
Hell yeah. So
there's a lot of times we'll go into a room where maybe somebody's like low energy and they just aren't feeling it. And they'll be there and they'll be like, okay, I'm going to do my thing. And then they lock eyes with us and they go from 0 to 1,000 like real quick.
Yes. And it is so beautiful to see. And I love when they come tell us later that us going through like re-inspires their passion for doing it. I love that.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I love that, but it's always like, did the experience we get represent the experience that the person I'm recommending this haunt to is going to get?
Well, I do think maybe sometimes maybe the group in front of us might not get the same experience, but I think the groups that come through after us get wonderful experiences because they've hyped themselves back up again. They've gotten right back into it, no matter how tired they are or any of that. And I love to see that, and I love to hear them come tell us their stories afterwards about, oh, you should have seen this one group, and I got to tell you what I did, and it was so fun.
And that's like the thing about us when it comes to this is like, we're not going out here, you know, telling these cats that, hey, we're going to come through, we're going to judge you, we're going to like rate you and tell you what you're doing wrong or right. Like, we go out there just to get them doing amazingly.
Yeah.
Like, that's, again, the most damn important thing to us is making sure that the haunt is pumped. It does not matter what we think. It only matters what they do. It's all about getting their haunt to be one of the best.
Exactly.
Speaking of being pumped up, did Scott ever get his gift from Tim? Or from Beetlejuice?
Oh, I don't think he did.
No, I don't think he has seen it yet.
All right, well, we'll talk about that later.
What a terrifying precursor to it. If it's not a Hans and Franz action figure, I'll be very upset now.
I mean, you could look at it like that, I suppose.
If you close your eyes and pray.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is Grim still around?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to ask her too if the season is going like she wanted it to, because they've just started, right?
It's great.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
And they're out at Hellbilly Hollow, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And I got a bunch of pictures from them last night, and Grim just telling us about how amazing everybody's doing out there. And we couldn't be happier about it, dude. I love seeing Tim succeed and blow up. And actually, Tim, when I was talking to him yesterday that we were going to see Azazel, Tim said, hey, man, on the second to last weekend of the haunt season, ask him if he wants to come out. We'll pay him to come out. And I told Azazel, and he was like, yeah, I don't know for sure because, you know, he does a lot of work with his haunt. And he said, but I really, really want to get out to Hellbilly Hollow because the chicken house and Hellbilly Hollow are like bucket list haunt for him. He's got so much love for those two haunts.
Yes. So he's going to try to get his schedule to work out so that he can come out to Hellbilly Hollow.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. You brought up home haunts, and that's something that is always kind of a point of discussion. Tommy, for you, being part of a haunt and being part of a powerhouse that's making a whole haunt season. How are you feel about being there and not hitting the other haunts?
Well, there's a few that are open on Thursdays and Sundays that I hope to enjoy.
Hell yeah!
But I'm totally okay with just being at my haunt. I'm having a blast scaring people. I mean, I'm a part of it.
Dude, I think that's the right attitude. Like, for that's what works for some people. Is like, I'm helping to build this thing. I'm a part of this thing, and I think that's amazing.
Of course, I of course would love to be out there with Rotten and have a kick-ass time at these other haunts, but I'm doing what I got to do. This is what I want to do.
And of course, Tommy did get to go and play at Hell Night, and he will get to go with us to.
Hell Night was a blast.
He'll get to go with us to Nightmare and a couple other places. So, like, we're still going to get him out to other haunts because, again, there's always going to be those haunts that are open at the weird times where we can go and just have that experience outside of their haunts running hours.
Yeah.
And same for Grim,
Yeah. I've been really enjoying. She's been doing the Friday night lives. Is that what she's doing?
Yeah.
And like just seeing her like run around and pump up a team and get people on the live pumped up about the haunt. That's been, man, I love to see that.
Agreed. She is an amazing fucking leader of Hellbilly Hollow.
Yes.
It was neat Friday night to see her live, and it's like, yeah, let's go out to Hellbilly Hollow. And then I'm driving, and it's like writing reviews live. I'm like, oh, they must have lost connection. And it's like, we're here at the Haunted Chicken House. What just happened?
And I have to apologize to everybody every time I do that because I'm like, look, I know you guys just saw Grim. Well, Grim's not here. You got to deal with me. I deeply apologize for that. We get a lot of hate mail because of that.
It's the old baiting bitch.
Yep.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, it's October 1st this coming weekend. We will be into the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
Into the thick of it.
Cannot be more excited. But this, even though we've jokingly said this wasn't an episode, will conclude season 9 of our podcast, and October 1st you will hear the very first episode of our 10th season of ROTN Mournings.
And did you ever get a number on how many episodes we have?
Yes, no. And I have it written down here. It says lots.
Lots.
Yeah.
100 plus episodes.
100 plus episodes. Very, very exciting.
It could be something like super exciting.
Oh, we're way past the 100th episode.
We did a super exciting 100th
the hundreds
episode.
of strips.
Yeah, no, and we are not going to hit that either.
We will hit that. We have a plan. We're just going to do half strips.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen, Captain. Well, is there anything else we want to tell everybody?
I don't think so.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
I'd like to say to everybody out there in podcast world, get out there, get your scare on. We love you guys so much. We can't wait to see you for our season 10 and our whole October season. That's what I'd like to say. I'd like to go around the room and get a little statement from everybody about that. So let's hear from Grim.
I don't know what you were saying. What were you even saying?
Just going out on this season and how awesome they are and how they need to go out to haunts and
I hope a lot of you shit your fucking pants. Okay.
All right, that was Grim. That was Grim. Here's Brandy.
Go out to as many haunts as you can, support them in every way that you can, and most importantly, just make sure you have a great time.
And here's Danny Boy.
Don't be a dick.
God damn it, these people suck.
Thank you.
And Scott?
Oh, yes, live every day like it's your last. And, No, guys, I'll tell you what. One, please go support your local haunt. Two, if you can get to any other haunt, go check those out as well. And then also look for us on Rotten Reviews. We'll try to tell you as much as we can about where we'll be. We'd love to see you. But if you're out there and you're seeing a haunt that's absolutely blowing your mind, we'd love to hear from you. So please comment on sometimes it's easier for you if you comment. We'll try to start posting these up on the community so you can comment on them and let us know what you're seeing and what's blowing your hair back today. Support your local haunts. I can't say it enough, man.
What about you, Matt? What do you have to tell everybody?
Oh, I did. I started it.
All right, then. I guess that's all we got for this non-episode. So stay rotten.
Stay rotten, guys. That's the big thing. Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten. Join us next time for another episode of Rotten Mournings.